FBI Director Christopher Wray will appear before the House Judiciary Committee on Wednesday. Joining me right now ahead of that is New Jersey Congressman Jeff Van Drew. He's a member of the House Judiciary, Infrastructure, and Transportation Committees. Congressman, it's great to see you this morning. Welcome.
Yeah, it's always great to be with you, Maria. Thank you.
A lot to talk about. First, let's get into Christopher Wray and that hearing coming up. What are you expecting to solicit from the FBI director?
There's so much. Whether it's the way they have misused FISA, which is a complicated issue, but a very important one that deals with the integrity of our Constitution, all the way to investigating schools and school boards, but mostly the parents that care about their children, to actually trying to embed agents into Roman Catholic churches that were traditional Roman Catholic churches and going after good Catholics because of their faith. This agency, this FBI, is politicized, it is corrupt, it is weaponized. It is unbelievable what is happening to our agencies, has happened in our country, and this is one example of it. There are so many. We are going to really go after this guy, try to get the truth. He owes us documentation. We subpoena him, doesn't give us the information, or gives us information that is basically redacted. It's time for the committee to know the truth so the people find out the truth.
Yeah. I mean, look, they've been stonewalling you now for some time in terms of the Judiciary and Oversight Committee's demands for these documents. And I spoke with Wisconsin Senator Ron Johnson yesterday. He pointed out the amount of money that was spent when you look at all of these investigations against Trump versus an investigation of Joe Biden. The money and the resources allocated to these two investigations, very different. Here's the Wisconsin senator. Watch this.
The Russian collusion with Trump hoax, $32 million. John Durham, in over 3 years, only spent $7.7 million and delivered virtually nothing. Now you've got Jack Smith. In a few months, has spent $5.5 million. Robert Hur, who's investigating Biden's classified documents, spent $616,000. So when you just see the resources and effort put behind targeting Republicans or Donald Trump versus what little resources and how corrupt and unthorough the investigations are against Democrats, it's pretty revealing.
And now we understand that somebody's lying in terms of the special, the U.S. Attorney David Weiss, who said he did not have full authority over the Hunter Biden investigation. A.G. Garland said the complete opposite under oath.
2 points. One, thank God Garland never became a Supreme Court justice. He was supposed to be a moderate, even-handed, well-respected individual. He is corrupt. He did interfere. The problem is proving it. Hopefully we will. We're going to continue to pursue this. We know that they slow walked the whole case with Hunter Biden, and that's a sweetheart deal that you never, ever would see with any other human being in the country unless they were very politically connected. We don't have justice anymore. We don't have freedom anymore than what we're used to in America. This is really serious stuff, and it has to be brought out into the open, regardless of what it takes. We're going to spend hours with Wray, hours and hours, banging him up until we get the truth.
Well, these are very important issues. House Oversight Committee Chairman James Comer requesting the Director of Secret Service to brief Congress on the cocaine found reportedly near the Situation Room. He's calling it a shameful moment in White House history, and it's raising security concerns, Congressman. KJP, the press secretary, keeps changing her story, claiming that they were not there Friday, and then we see the records when, in fact, Hunter Biden, Joe Biden, the whole family was there until 7 o'clock Friday.
They don't know the difference between a lie and the truth. Almost everything they say is a lie. I hate to say that about the president of the United States. It's absolutely true. Hey, they couldn't even give you an accurate position where it was found, what part of the White House in the beginning. They kept changing their story. This isn't losing your glasses in your kitchen. This is the most heavily surveilled building on the face of the earth. This is literally something that they have tapes where they look at every part of the White House all the time to make sure, except for parts of the West Wing, and certainly the Situation Room is different. So it took a while but eventually they had to tell the truth on that. And there's a lot more truth we want to have to find out. And frankly, whatever report they come out with, I hate to say this, I'm not going to believe it because they've never told the truth before. Why would they do so now?
Wow, these are some stunning charges here that we're talking about this morning, Congressman. We'll be watching your work. Thanks very much for being here.
Always a pleasure, Maria.
All right, Jeff Van Drew.